What's up, people? Here we go again to the show. Here we go again. You must be doing all well. We all had some Christmas. I hope you're all good for family. I hope you all made some money for your family. Otherwise, it's time to make it. So we are starting. You must be hearing me very well. The music should be fine. So we are going to start this show right now. And the first information is always, this is no financial advice. Everything in this stream is only for educational and entertainment purposes. So we are here to learn how to be big in the market, how to move with the big ones and not to trade like losers and the small ones. Alright, perfect. So we are going to check what is Bitcoin doing. So as we talked in the last live stream, we talked about this trade. So we can see this trade played very well out. So it was a stop loss at 3.5% for a TP 7%. So this is 2 to 1. It's very good. So if you're risking 1,000, you become 2,000. You go out with 3,000 in this one trade. Then just shortly after the first stream, I decided to take a short, as we talked last time. And I'm going to analyze with you, and I'm going to show you the reasons and the confirmations that I saw here last time and why I took this decision to make a short trade here, okay? So, as we talked, what is very important? Important is always to watch out for the trend, okay? So we have here in this, I would say 2 weekly trend or 1 month trend or whatever, we have something like a short trend, okay? We can just simply identify this. I'm gonna show you. You can identify it broke this trend line and it began to make lower lows and lower highs, okay? So you can see here, we have here lower high, we have lower low, and so on and so on. Okay, this is the first sign. Then, my dear people, we have here something very important that happened. So we had here very big support. We see here the market was bouncing off of this level. It went up. After it went all the way down, it bounced again. So you can see just simply this reaction. Later on this live series, we're always going to go a step deeper in the education. It's just we're starting simple and we don't want to overcomplicate, okay? This is very important. Just never overcomplicate your chart or your decisions, okay? Just as more as you keep it logical and simple, the more you're gonna be profitable, okay? So don't make too much noises. You just have to know how to read all those things. It doesn't matter if you have too much or too less. It doesn't matter. You can trade with such a lot of instruments and indicators and blah blah blah, but you have to know how to read it. Otherwise it's not going to work out for you, okay? So you can see this simply reaction here of the market. Let me just zoom this a little bit in. You see this reaction because in the previous we had some buyers. It doesn't has to be that in the future it will be. It's not 100%, but it's 100% that we will have a reaction. The first scenario is always it can break through, it can hold and support, whatever. So moving on. After seeing this, okay, for a while, support came back down, up, pushed through, built this long trend, break back, okay, and this was the main, because if the buyer was stronger here, the buyers would do something like this. I will show you. Just for you, for an orientation, the buyers had done something like this in the market. And then obviously we would trade exactly at this point here, okay? And we will trade back up. But it didn't happen, so you have to be patient, you have to wait. You don't rush. I told you the last time, you don't rush, you don't run. You just wait. You let the markets run. You're like a boss. You're like a champion, you know. You're just waiting patiently, okay? Let me just... Okay. Exactly. So what the market did, as you can see here, I will make it a little bit bigger. You can see the market didn't hold. It just broke through. It broke through, it traced back, okay, and went down. This is the first reason that this big support could be in the future flipping to resistance, okay? And here we have the confirmation. This is the first confirmation. This was in the past, okay? This trade I already explained. And then you can see here why it's worth trying, or why the risk is worth in this trade, okay? Because every time in the market you are risking, but you only have to understand when is it worth to take the risk, okay? Because here is a spot where risk taking is very worth because of the possibility that the market can do what you planned, okay? So we're not trading here in the middle and just risking one time and then second time, third time. We're just waiting. Range high, range low. We're waiting for the structure. We're waiting for the mark to do the first step, and then we come in. Not we doing the first step and then the market kick us out. Doesn't make sense, okay? So I'm moving on to the 4 hours, because we always go from the higher time frame to the lower time frame, okay? So then we don't have this confusion. You can see clearly this was a message from the buyer, okay? We don't want to go lower, okay? I'm just talking simple that every child, maybe we have some young people inside here, 14, 15 or something, that want to learn. So you need to understand this also. And also for the grown-up people, they're losing always, they also need to understand it very simple, so that they can do something about it. So the first one is, it's always in the market you have situations like, okay, we're talking about this high, we're talking about this high. I've seen many times, okay? So it can be that the market moves up and goes fast down, okay? So this means this could be the same player or the same players of the market. So as fast as it come up, exactly the same it came back down from the, okay, maybe here a bit longer, but you see it's not too long time, okay? But this rejection was very fast, okay? So maybe the same players just reversed their positions, or they closed positions, or whatever. That could be many reasons, okay? And if something rejects very fast in the future, it can be, I watched this many times, when the market comes back, when the market comes back up, you can build a longer position, okay? So come down, for example, this is for a short, and if the markets have done this, this could be a long, okay? Or it can be different way, that the market first built these positions, went down, and then in the second try it was faster. This is just something visually that you can see here. It was just the next 4 hours came down, and here they built, they tried to the buyers and the sellers were really fighting here. But just for an example that you can see, these two types of rejection. So either it is a longer block, a longer structure, or it just can be zack zack, like touching and going, okay? Exactly with the breaks. So it can also be that the market broke through, came back, and then in the later on it moved up. So this happens very often. And this was the reason why I was very sure in this trade, because we already had this support flipped into resistance, okay? And then after this big candle, okay, we saw the market slowly slowed down, okay? So before this I waited for this 4-hour candle to be sure that this is a short trend. It is first small confirmation, because I expected that the market is going to break in this. You see this candle in the middle? Before this red candle, this saw like the market is breaking above. So I would just easily wait that it breaks until here, and then once it come back here at this level, I would take a long here. So don't rush, just wait till a new structure is formed, okay? And also the time. So let me explain to you. You see that the first time they touched in this zone, it was 24 December at 7:17, okay? So this is a rejection of about more than 12 hours. Always keep that in mind. It's a big reason why they're rejecting 24 hours, okay? So it was 24 hours the buyer didn't broke above this level. And as I saw this candle of 4 hours forming this, I was sure, okay, it's worth a try. I'm not going to put a big stop loss, only 2%, and it nearly stopped us out. But it's already a very good setup. So this is a 3-to-1 trade. So if you risk here 1,000, you would become here 3,000, and if you went out, you have on your account 4,000. So it's a very good trade. So yeah, let me move on. And as I saw this rejection, I was thinking, okay, the seller is still here, because when you watch this, like before this red candle happens, you would expect that the market is going up. So this is just for the 4 hours, okay? Also, we have a structure here. Let me just put this in for you. You see here, okay, you see this is a structure. Yeah, you can see this where the market is consolidating in a smaller time, okay? So you don't know, it can break down, it can break above up. So we're just waiting when the markets do something like this, okay? But I saw these setups many times, so I was sure this, as I say, this should be something good. It always depends how experienced you are. And then when you move on to the 1 hour, you can clearly see that it looks even more clearer for the short, because here you saw they try one time, second time, third time, fourth time, and then here I was expecting that this candle, when I saw this candle coming up, let me just make this a little bit bigger so I can show you. As I saw the market live going up here, you can see this wick. I was expecting that the market is going to confirm this, but they didn't. So you see they started to move slowly back. So this is a sign, okay, we can try. It's something like more a scalp trade setup for a day trade to swing trade setup. So I would always be careful here, because it can, anytime it can be that the market moves up. But the more experience you gain, the more you will just have this confirmation you see, and you just know, okay, it's a good one. And also, if the market stopped me here out, it doesn't matter. If it's a short, it will come back. It will retest and go back. So I would take another one here. So it doesn't matter. But I was just sure I'm not trading in the middle. We don't do this. We're trading outside of the ranges, okay? And you see this one. You see this volume. Let me make that clear. We have here this low volume area, as I told you. This is from the previous week, okay? And you see, long time of rejection. It is a resistance that was flipped from the support. You have low volume of the previous week, okay? And the magnet is the point of control of the last week. Just simple, okay? And then I switch to the even more smaller time frame, and then you can see, you can see here how they rejected the I also told you and showed you in the last live stream, you can put something like this. You can put something like a trend line from here or from here, doesn't matter. And you always see if they are going to hold this, okay? So if the buyer was stronger, then it should normally look something like this. It's never 100%, but it's just something that happens many times over and over again. So if you put something in a smaller time frame, the market had two options to react to this. The first one was like it goes here and it goes up, or it reacts from this and goes up. Didn't help. Okay, so you see 1 point, second point, third point was broken. It break out of this I would say lower time frame range low, and you see always the pullback, okay? So watch out for this place, because now hear me out. This is something same like this situation, okay? It break through this support and it went to resistance, it came down. But this is just in a little bit bigger time frame, and this is the same game in the lower time frame. So you just always have to keep in mind, there is always games to be playing out, okay? You just have to watch and make a plan and don't rush. So if you see something like this, don't panic. You just wait, make a plan. You want to take a trade here, or if it comes back here, just if you missed it out, wait here down. Something will happen here, okay? And I just decided here, because this 1 hour candle, if it closed, and when I see something like this, a red 30 minutes, I'm gonna try this short above this level, and then it played perfectly out, okay? So always be reminded of these games, okay? You have this smaller range high and range low, and the market will always do the same. Always with the structures. You just have to know how to read the combination of higher time frames and lower time frames. Who is the leader trend? Is it the sellers? Is it the buyers? Who's the leader? You have to know it. And then if you know who the leader is, you just have simply to wait, and then you go one step deeper. You can watch the order flow. I will show you all this in the couple next streams. But these are just some basic, because most traders, what they can't learn is they don't know when to trade and when to wait, okay? It's not everything only about trading. It's more about waiting, analyzing. Actual trading is about 10% of the whole business. 90% you're analyzing and waiting, okay? So for example, why should you take trades like this when you just simply can wait one here and one here? You see the time, 23, In 4 days, you made 2 clean trades instead of shorting here, long in here, and losing all the way down. Just wait. Let the market, let the market perform first, and then we jump in. So this about this level, and you can always go down. You can always go down to smaller time frames just to see what's happening. But you don't need to overcomplicate it. So we see here they tried, but the confirmation should be in 30 minutes or 1 hour. It always depends on the speed. And then you can clearly see that the structure here was beautifully broken, okay? This is a trend of 3 days, we can say, 1 point, 2nd point, and here in the 3rd they tried. Okay, they tried to move up and then they broke. A little pullback and then they went down. Just simple games, okay? This is this. We're moving on. And also I explained you. Let me just put this away. Let me remove these drawings here. And let me clear up the chart. And also you can work always with these trend lines, always. So it's not always, oh, it's support, flip to resistance, this is the only confirmation. If you combine 5 to 10 things at the same time and you learn like this, not just using one thing, you can't just say, oh, it's volume profile or it's EMA or it's that indicator. That's not good. Or if you want to lose, then you can do this. It's perfect because you're giving the money to us winners. This is perfect. So keep on doing that. But we're just here for educational purposes, so you can learn what 99% of the people are doing wrong, that you can improve into your trading, and just keep moving on. Yes, and then we can check also the daily profiles, and it's always a chill game, you know. The one who masters the patience and the chillness in this. So per day you do your analysis about 2 hours, half hour. You don't need to overcomplicate it at the 10 hours a day. This is bullshit. So just stay calm. Just do your 2 hours research, 3 hours, and analyze and make your points, make your plans. What could the market do? And when the market does this, blah blah blah, I will do this. Slowly move on with these steps. Don't overcome. It doesn't matter if Bitcoin is on 200k or 50k. It doesn't matter. It will always be the same game, always, if you're trading proportional and futures. So what I wanted to show you is you can also simply check the daily profile. If you watched my previous live stream, I already told you, I already explained to you this situation that also is happening very often. So yeah, this is very, very typical for the market. It happens, yeah. If you're trading many years, then you just know that these cases are very often to happen. It's always the same. The market always forms this D formation, B formation, and then goes to the P formation, the P, like you know what. And then after this P, you can see this day is a D formation. It's a range day, okay? And you see once the market broke down, it confirmed here with this volume that the market will go even the next days, even more low. This is just not 100%, but you can view this because you see this is from yesterday. And what has the market done today? What confirmation can you see here? Very simple. So you have this value area high from the last day, okay? Also you have this support that was broken and could be a resistance for the future. This is very good setup. So you could easily scalp this one to down easily, okay? Watch out for these games. And this is low volume. It's a not accepted price. It broke out of this D formation previous day profile, okay? So, and the point of control was also down, so just range. You see range low, it went up and then it went down because the main leader is the short trend, okay? Always keep that in mind. You won't be long, you can scalp long here, but be careful with that, you know? Because the market isn't here, but the market was here. So this is our confirmation. It's just, you have to train yourself. You see this. It confirmed, it touched and confirmed, it moved, it make this move confirmation. So every pullback, the first pullback, the fresh one, you can go up, down. If you don't want to trade exactly here, just wait. Wait till the market forms something like this. You can go one time frame deeper. Then you can see once it's breaking out of this structure, you go down short with it. So you don't need to rush or to make too much noise. It's just be calm and then just watch what the market is doing. But you can only do this when you're prepared. You have to be prepared. So I, for example, am very prepared because I count this as a win. Yeah, this is a win setup. It could be closed now or not, but doesn't matter. So what I'm going to watch, I'm just going to chill and watch how the market will perform at this level here, okay? I will just wait what the market does. Or if the market pulls back somewhere around here or here, I will just watch how it performs. But yeah, as I told you, you always can prepare for the future, that you can do either scalp trade or day trade, doesn't matter. But you see here, if you don't put this trend line, don't wonder if the market doing something like this, grab liquidity, breaking out, retesting, and then in afterwards I will explain you that I took this long. But you can prepare yourself, and then you can see the daily profiles, you can see everything with what the market is doing, and just wait. Just wait. If the market don't break down here, if it comes back like this, you see, faster move up, slower building, faster move down, slower building. It's always typically the same. You just have to wait. It will perform this many times. So, dear winners and losers, thank you for joining this live stream. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you could learn something, and if not, you will keep feeding us winners. Thank you a lot for this, and I hope to see you soon at the other side, where we winners are enjoying our life and taking your money out of your pocket. So yeah, peace out and have a good new year.